What if the real reason you're not losing fat has nothing to do with exercise, but with a single hormone in your body? It's called insulin, and it secretly controls whether your body burns fat or stores it. Across the US, people are calling this the insulin hack that melts stubborn weight without giving up your favorite foods or living in the gym. I decided to try it myself, and what happened shocked me. My energy spiked, my hunger disappeared, and the fat started dropping off faster than I believed possible. So what exactly is this hack? The hidden role of insulin in weight gain. Most people think weight loss is all about calories, but insulin plays the real starring role. When insulin levels stay high from frequent meals or snacks, your body stops burning fat and starts storing it instead. Even healthy constant eating can block fat burning for hours. That's why you might eat less but still not lose weight. The secret is giving insulin a break so your body can finally switch to burning stored fat, and it's much simpler than you think. Step 1. The power of timing. Intermittent fasting simplified. The first part of the insulin hack is meal timing. Instead of eating from morning till night, you shrink your eating window. This is often called intermittent fasting, but it's not as extreme as it sounds. I started by simply skipping breakfast. Instead of eating at 8 a.m., I waited until noon. I still had my coffee, black, no sugar, and lots of water. By doing this, I gave my body nearly 16 hours to rest from insulin spikes. During that time, my blood sugar stabilized, and my body started tapping into stored fat for energy. At first, it was hard. I was used to grabbing a muffin or granola bar in the morning, but after a few days, something surprising happened. I stopped waking up hungry. My energy felt smoother, my focus improved, and by week 2, I noticed my jeans fitting looser. The best part? I wasn't starving myself. I was just eating in a way that finally gave my metabolism a chance to work the way it's supposed to. And that's when I realized the when of eating matters just as much as the what. Step 2. The food pairing trick. Now here's where it gets interesting. Even within your eating window, what you eat still affects insulin. A lot. The goal is to avoid massive spikes by pairing your food smartly. Here's what I changed. Instead of eating carbs alone, I always paired them with protein or healthy fat. For example, if I wanted toast, I'd add avocado or eggs. If I craved something sweet, I'd pair fruit with Greek yogurt or a handful of nuts. This slows digestion and keeps your insulin stable, meaning your body doesn't instantly switch back to fat storage mode. I also swapped out sugary snacks for whole, real foods, things like salmon, olive oil, eggs, veggies, and berries. And yes, I still had carbs, just the smarter kind like sweet potatoes or quinoa. After 2 weeks, my energy stayed consistent all day. No more sugar crashes, no more 3 p.m. slump, and the scale down 5 pounds without counting calories once. That's when I knew this wasn't just a hack, it was my body finally working the way it's supposed to. Step 3. The 3-hour rule. This part of the insulin hack completely changed my relationship with snacking. In the US, we're told to eat every few hours to keep the metabolism running, but that advice can backfire. Every time you eat even a small snack, your insulin rises again, shutting down fat burning. That's why I started following what I call the 3-hour rule. No eating within 3 hours of my last meal. It gives insulin enough time to drop before the next bite. If I had lunch at 1 p.m., I'd wait until at least 4 p.m. before eating again. I'd drink water, green tea, or take a short walk when hunger hit. At first, it was hard to break old habits, but within a week, my hunger cues reset. By week 3, I was sleeping better, feeling lighter, and noticing real fat loss, all from eating smarter, not less. Busting the myths that keep you stuck. There's a lot of misinformation about insulin and weight loss, so let's clear up a few common myths. Myth number 1, you have to cut out all carbs. Not true. It's about when and how you eat them. Whole carbs like oats, fruits, and sweet potatoes are fine when paired with protein or healthy fats. Myth number 2, fasting slows metabolism. Research actually shows it improves metabolic flexibility and energy efficiency. Myth number 3, you'll lose muscle. As long as you're eating enough protein and staying active, your body preserves muscle and targets stored fat instead. Myth number 4, you'll feel tired or cranky. That may happen early on, but once your body adjusts, you'll experience smoother energy, mental clarity, and fewer cravings. Once I understood these truths, everything clicked. I wasn't working against my body anymore. I was finally working with it, and that's when the real progress began. The emotional turning point. I remember one morning, around week 4, stepping on the scale and seeing I was down 10 pounds. But more than that, I felt different. My clothes fit better, my face looked less puffy, and I actually felt in control again. For years I'd blamed myself, thinking I just didn't have enough willpower. But this experiment showed me it wasn't about discipline, it was biology. Insulin had been quietly running the show, deciding whether my body held onto fat or let it go. And once I learned how to calm it down, everything changed. No more binge cycles, no more frustration, just steady, healthy progress that actually felt sustainable. It wasn't a magic pill, it was understanding how my body truly works. How to start. The simple 7-day plan. If you want to try this insulin hack yourself, start small. Here's a quick 7-day beginner plan you can follow. Day 1 to 2, stop snacking, eat 3 meals only, spaced 4 to 5 hours apart. Day 3 to 4, shorten your eating window, try eating between noon and 8 p.m. Day 5 to 6, focus on food pairing, add protein and fat to every meal. Day 7, cut out late night eating, finish dinner at least 3 hours before bed. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't need supplements or fancy diets. Within a week, you'll notice fewer cravings, more energy, and maybe even a drop on the scale. And when you feel that shift, that light, steady energy, you'll know your insulin is finally working for you, not against you. The science behind the magic. If you're wondering how it actually works, here's the simple science. When you eat, your body breaks down carbs into glucose. Insulin helps move that glucose into your cells. But when insulin is constantly high, from frequent eating or sugary foods, your cells stop responding properly. This is called insulin resistance, and it leads to stubborn fat, fatigue, and even prediabetes. In the US, insulin resistance is one of the biggest hidden causes of obesity, but most people don't even know it's happening. This hack is like pressing reset on your metabolism. The results, and what surprised me most. After 30 days, I'd lost 14 pounds, but what shocked me most wasn't the number, it was how effortless it felt once I got into the rhythm. My energy was better, my mood was more stable, and my cravings for junk food basically vanished. Friends started asking what I was doing, assuming I'd been hitting the gym every day, but I hadn't. I was just eating differently, respecting my body's natural rhythm instead of fighting it, and honestly, the confidence that came with it was the best part. For the first time, I wasn't chasing weight loss, I was living it, naturally, easily, and happily. So yes, the insulin hack really works. It's not a quick fix, but it's the reset your body's been waiting for. If you've been stuck, tired, or frustrated with dieting, this might be your missing piece. Try it for a week and watch how your body responds. If you found this helpful, hit like, share it with someone who's struggling, and subscribe for more real, science-backed transformations. Your next breakthrough might just be one habit away.